It was definitely a one-day race, really. I think today and the next 3 days, they're going to be quite aggressive days. My goal was always just to wait for that first climb. I knew it was going to be an aggressive start, and I got in a few moves and I just kept having to go from the move to the move to the move. Eventually we did get away in a good group, but because Sagan was there, FDJ was chasing, so it was just a full gas day all day. And then we knew the hardest section was at the end. Yeah, it was just a tough day. I just cracked that ever so slight little bit when Sagan just squeezed a little bit on that final 900 meters, and then that was it. Luckily I knew the GC guys were behind, but I was a bit spent by then. I couldn't really produce much of a sprint, but that was a hard day for stage 10.
Yeah, on that moment when Sagan got away, just what was going on in your mind there?
Just to try and ride my own pace, really. He showed what class he's got. He showed that he's back to, that was like a typical Sagan. No, today he was going like a motor. He was absolutely flying when we were trying to crack FDJ as well, so chapeau to him.
Yeah, it looked like that was a Sagan of some years ago. It's already being talked about as being the ride of the century for Sagan. You came up against a hard opponent on his day.
No, definitely, and I think, you know, for me, we came in here with the ambitions of riding for GC, for Geraint, and a lot of my work was around trying to be the best I could be in that mid-mountain, so we've had to change our roles pretty quickly, try and target it, and that's why you've seen us quite animating quite a lot of the stages. And for me it was just good to really get stuck in and have a good race.
And just a final word about the developments involving COVID yesterday and today. How do you think that will affect the race from here on in?
It's definitely going to affect it. I think you got to look at, I think that's maybe why today was so aggressive, because other than Sagan, it could have potentially been Sunweb that would have tried controlling it for Matthews. And to lose a guy like him, he'll have a big impact on the race. And you know, it's a really bad situation to lose any team, and we've lost 2 teams today, which is, yeah, I feel really sorry for those guys. They've obviously put a lot of work in for it, and it's just a rubbish situation.